my channel. My name is Priestess Peaches, aka Jackie Lane from yourpeachylife.com. I mostly support ambitious women in long-term relationships with love, pleasure, well-being and business. And in today's video, I am going to speak about giving your partner space, slowing conversations down, gifting yourself time, taking your energy off him and putting your energy on you in difficult times. Before I do that, just want to say welcome to my little nature walk. I hope you're enjoying the sounds of nature, the vision of nature in the UK. This is my little secret place I come to. And this is really what I do to take my energy off Rory, my man. This is what I do to fuel my energy, to replenish. And when we're in times of tricky conversations, disagreements, when things come up in the relationship, you get a sense of urgency to sort it out right there and then. And for me, I am prone to, I'm more like, not this way anymore, but prone to being anxious attachment style, which is just another way of speaking about the wounded feminine. And it can cause me to go into my wounded masculine. And it can cause me to go further into my wounded feminine, where I'm demanding a conversation there and then. I have this sense of urgency that it has to be sorted out right now. I find it hard to put things down and take a breath, and just slow everything down. But when you do that, it's very bright. When you do that, you gift yourself time and you create space, distance, not distance in a negative way, but space. And men really do need space, not just physical space, but that can help, but energetic space. So you want to take your energy, focus, attention off him and put it onto you. It can be really tricky when you're in the midst of a challenge or, a trigger. And that's okay. Just let yourself feel what you feel. You don't have to... Let me just see if I can rest this, because I don't want to keep holding it. I can't find anywhere to rest you. So I am going to have to make do with me arm. So excuse my little mittens, by the way. I am such a big kid. I have such a inner child, like a real active inner child. And I don't really hold back on that because I just love being a big kid. I feel like we often just get a little bit too serious, bogged down with responsibilities as adults, and especially when I go into nature, I love being a big kid. I love connecting with my inner child and also my sensuality. So what was I saying? Yeah, it's tricky to peel your energy off your partner and just like go out. Yeah, I'm not saying go out and just forget about everything. No, because that's unrealistic. When you're in a really long-term relationship, and any relationship really, you don't just forget about your partner. That's not what it means. Like, they're always going to be there in the back of your mind because you love them. But it means put the effort in to gift yourself time and to create space and to do your best to go off and process, use that time, whatever it is you do. Maybe you go have a bath, go into nature, maybe you have a hobby, maybe you do crochet, maybe you like baking, maybe you have a business and want to throw yourself into your business for a bit. Whatever it is, take your energy off, create the energetic space, gift yourself time so that you can process through, establish what it is you're feeling, so that you can calm down, calm your nervous system down, and then come back when you're feeling in a more neutral space, when you've processed, when you've got to your feeling space, and you've maybe had a cry, maybe feel really angry, whatever it is, allow it. And it's also really important to just generally to not let your partner or your relationship be your only source of happiness, your source of validation. Definitely make sure that you've got your own interests and your own things that really light you up and nourish you. Hold on. You can then, once you've had time in your own energy, you've processed your emotions, you've calmed your nervous system as best you can. You know, it's difficult when you're triggered. You can't pretend you're not triggered, but you can do the inner work of the empowered feminine to move with your trigger, to move through your trigger and your wounds, your wounded feminine, wounded masculine. And the wounded feminine always needs a witness and to be validated by you and to be worked with so that you can bring your wounded feminine into your empowered feminine, and then that activates your inner supportive masculine, and then you'll be feeling a lot more clarity, a lot more clear about things. And it's really important to, when you go back to your partner, to communicate from your feeling space. And once you've established what it is you're feeling, what your fears are, what your insecurities are, what the heck's really going on, then you can go back in this more empowered space and communicate in a more beneficial way so that he can hear you. But it's really important not to rush the conversation and push and force things, demand things or dictate. It's really important to gift yourself time to process first. And it's sometimes the most challenging thing to do, because all you want to do is say your piece and put your point across and tell him and make him understand and make the conversation happen there and then. So it's this sense of urgency, like I said, that you really want to sort it out straight away. And what I was saying before about sometimes I might go into anxious attachment style, it's the fear of abandonment, and so I'm wanting to sort it out right there and then because it's the fear of abandonment. Yeah. And so, but the best thing you can do is give yourself some time and give him some space. And the best thing you can do in your relationship, if you want to keep feeling his forward moving energy, is to make sure that you are filling your cup up first. That you are, sorry, I just realised I'm not looking at the camera. That really annoys me when people do that. But I was looking at the wrong bit. Sorry about that. Sorry if I've not been looking at you. Hello. Yeah. What was I saying? I can't remember. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, fill your cup up. honestly, your man, my man, is most happy when he knows I'm happy. He will be most happy when he knows you're happy, when you're content and happy. And you can't put that all on him. You have to make you happy too. And make sure that you are including things into your life, your day-to-day life, that fill your cup up, that make you feel good. I don't know why I'm talking like this, to be honest. I feel like a teacher. No, I'm talking on a level. I've been in my relationship 14 years this year. And, you know, we have our patterns and triggers and difficult times and challenges. And we have our, obviously, amazing times, otherwise we wouldn't still be together. But my point is, I'm speaking on a level, if you're in a long-term relationship, you know what it's like. You know each other's ways. And sometimes we can fall back into toxic and wounded behaviours and ways of communicating, and just becoming sort of dependent or getting enmeshed in each other a bit too much. And so, yeah, get yourself out in nature, fill your cup up, nourish your interests, and have interests outside the relationship, friendships. Make sure that you are prioritizing your well-being, prioritizing the things that make you happy and that bring you joy, fulfillment, satisfaction, that uplift your spirits. 'Cause life can be tough sometimes, and it's just about taking those little baby steps and just coming back to the basics and really listening to what you need and doing whatever you can to feel a bit better and to fill your cup up and to slow conversations down and give him space and gift yourself time. And that is where the magic lies. That is where the magnetism is. That's how you sustain magnetism. In the relationship, you sustain your attraction to each other and your magnetism. Yeah, I think that's it. I just waffled in this video, so thank you for watching it. Hope it was of some benefit. Let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you liked it, let me know. And if you've got any questions for me, leave them in the comment section down below, and I will leave some links in the description box to my online courses, which are bloody amazing, if I don't mind saying so myself. Content of those courses are the very things that have transformed my relationship with myself and with my partner and sexually and in my business and my well-being and my mental health. But the course that I want to speak about in this video is Inspire the Empowered Masculine. This is a 4-module course, and it teaches you about the masculine and feminine dynamic within your relationship. It teaches you about the 8 masculine and feminine archetypes, wounded and empowered. And they are so good. It will help you be able to navigate your relationship so much better once you understand the masculine and feminine dynamic. That's the first module. The second module is all about the psychology of men and your man, and understanding your man and the things that are required if you want to inspire his most empowered self and his forward moving and supportive energy. And then in module 3, it's all about what I call empowered feminine communication skills. And I have a 10-step formula for empowered feminine communication. It is a game changer when you learn how to communicate from your empowered feminine energy. Seriously, life changing. And then the last module is all about your pleasure power, which is kind of linked to what I'm speaking about today. And each week has got written exercises so that you can really think about your own life and implement everything and really make sure you've understood everything, because it is a self-study course and you do need to make sure you've grasped everything. But I just want to say, even though it's over 4 modules and you might be able to get through that, within a few weeks or whatever, it can take years for things to fully land, and it takes practice and it takes implementation and embodiment for you to see the shifts. But this course I've created in a way where you can start implementing. I've given you little things to do. And there's also weekly energy constellations. So I don't know if you've heard of family constellations. I was taught how to facilitate family constellations about 7 years ago on a retreat in Mexico. And I use the basis, like the concept of family constellations for areas in your life. So it's a really powerful way to shift energetically and to gather insight and information and guidance from your higher self and from the consciousness of those aspects of your life. So it's really, really powerful energetic tool that, I will, in the course, I share with you how to do it. Sorry, my hair keeps getting caught on my lip. I've got lip gloss on. Silly idea, really. So I guide you through how to do it. And each week there's a different energy constellation. And some of them you don't know what the areas of your life are until the very end of the constellation. And it's so fascinating. Once you've gone through it, you'll understand what I mean. So that's a really helpful tool that I've included in there. If you are looking for more bespoke support, you're going through something with your partner, well, there's general patterns and triggers and maybe some unhealthy dynamics playing out, or if you're just really wanting to learn how to be your most empowered self and inspire more of his most empowered self, and you want to personalized, bespoke, one-to-one support, then I have also left the link in the description box to apply to work with me one-to-one. And sorry, my camera just cut out. So all you have to do is click the link to apply to work with me, fill out the application form. I'll just ask a few questions just about where you're at, what you're desiring, what's going on for you. And if you're ready to move forward, then if needed, we can have a discovery call just to make sure it's the perfect fit. Usually won't really need to have that unless you're really wanting to. And then we can schedule in your calls. They will always be on the same day and the same time every week, just to make it easier. So for instance, like a Tuesday at 11 a.m. UK time or 3 p.m. UK time. And yeah, to work with me one-to-one, I have 3, 6 or 9 months options. Because I've learnt to really honour the process, and depending what's going on in your life, in your relationship, we'll be able to gauge, I will be able to gauge what option will be right, and if that aligns for you. And if you're in the position for that, then we can go ahead. And what we'll do is we will work through Inspire the Empowered Masculine online course, but we will also be working on we'll be going through that and working on all your individual things. So you'll be learning the foundations of everything as we move along and be putting it into practice. Sorry, I keep not holding this high enough. Putting it into practice week to week. So yeah, that's weekly calls, Zoom calls. Yeah, and you have obviously access to the online course as well, forevermore. So you can go back over that once we finish our container together, once we finish our work together. You'll have that to refer back to. Yeah, so if that's something you're interested in, do reach out and apply and let me know. And I'm going to go now because I want to enjoy some peace and tranquility and listen to the birds for a while. So yeah, thank you for watching this and have an amazing day. And remember to keep it juicy.